Where was I?
What's life without a bit of fun?
Always the same. They are today, just how I like it.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. Do come again.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
They'll wish they'd helped when all I serve is gruel.
There, Master! Saurians!
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this foe.
One of us has been drenched!
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
I must say, this doesn't sit well with me.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent.
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend... Ooh, very nice indeed.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. No call, come on.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
I keep feeling eyes on the back of my head. It seems my feet always lead me here.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Bunch of sluggards. New blood.
It sets me to thinking.
How to proceed?
Suppose I can always run. One of us has been drenched. Would that I had watched that? That was a skillful piece of thievery. Do your motivations now.
Coin in it. I'm not interested.
Time to move.
Efficiency at its best.
Once more.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. A chance you'd like to see it?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Venin harpies! Avoid their venom at all costs!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of your former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
The Arisen has been put to sleep!
Allow me to assist, Master. Seems you've overexerted yourself. Battle is best avoided.
Ox carts make for relatively safe.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it's...
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
Seems we have enraged our foe.
Let's not use their rage to our advantage. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Well to seek the high ground when fighting on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler. Quickly now, our master beckons.
By your leave.
Really? What are you doing?
You ought not to be so careless.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Drop all your values. Should be.
I cannot fault your prowess. I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned that... Shall I take you there? That was superb, Arisen!
Get back here now!
Hold it! I shan't let them harm you.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I fear we're going in circles.
Perhaps we ought to find another route? Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Well done! I grant you roaring flame.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Each trial as it comes.
I can't imagine where any
Try to make camp only when you need to ride in.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Master, are you unharmed?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use. It is done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
All together now! We attack as one!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
By your leave.
Follow me, if you would.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Puts me in the mood for a song.
Shame on you.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
It's the same. What else needs doing?
Today. Good day, sir. What might you be looking? First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. Much obliged, sir.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Look, many thanks.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I quite agree.
First impressions count for much. If you like, I... That's a good look on you.
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance? Aye, I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ildua's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just afore Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you. You must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
You? What are you doing here? I had not thought aid would come. Hold fast, soldiers! All is not lost yet!
Here we go.
Battle cannot be avoided. Fight or die.
Understood.
Use it well.
Further harm to come to you.
I can hardly believe it. I fought a Dullahan and shall live to tell the tale. But, fie, I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive, but I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case, and when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. Oh, 'twill be a blessing enough to see her again. I can... Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home afore that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
should you need to communicate in L...
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
good sleep will... To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
I could see myself having a kid.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Might as well take a look. While you're here, many thanks.
This is not an account I've received. Continue our onslaught and the demons will soon topple.
I'm fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Haste makes waste, as they say.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I cannot help but be wary.
I've got to
That's
focus.
enough intellectual labor for one day.
Only fools and urchins boast of their kind.
I've got to focus.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Anyone gives me coffee, they'll taste the steel. Look at all places were so welcoming as this.
I ought to tell you.
Wearing armor all day.
Interested in my wares? I barely slept a wink.
Suppose I'd best get to work. I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
Go on, have a look.
Time to hit the sack. Deep in my club's tears.
Washing, cleaning, everyone's as tired as I am. Right.
I'll take any chance not to think on my
wares. And I'll start dusting.
Time to hit the sack. I'm deep in my club's tears.
Whatever am I to do?
Surely I'm overdue a deal.
My back isn't what it used to be. One very normal note if I stay with you.
How might I be of service?
So, we meet again. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Need anything? Need anything? Many thanks.
I'm dead on my feet. Maybe I'll kick right here.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
Lots to do. Precious little time.
Bleed it out.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Got to be ready to give the signal.
Lots to do. And precious little time.
Can't work as late as I... Need anything? Many thanks.
Gotta take opportunities as they come, I say.
Well met, sir. How's the day? Be treating you then.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? I find wares all.
People pass by here. Been a while since I heard a good story.
Welcome.
Not sure what they expect.
To each their own.
as they say.
Such worn-out gear.
What is life without a little spice?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? How extraordinary.
Well met, sir.
Precious little time. Peruse at your...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work...
Peruse at your neck. It's been a hard day.
Slim pickings of late.
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
One last push. Welcome, Mr. Monkey.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
There is much we ought to tend to. Or shall change once we have attained. If your Majesty has any unfinished, very well. The coronation is to take place.
Master! Pray, leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind! It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
I quite agree.
Look as long as you please.
Shall we get some rest? We must rest, though the...
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement.
Apart from my joints, I've not to complain of.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
Welcome to the start. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
I'd be glad of a chance to talk with you.
It's a good time, this
Now, the
place.
sky always
Where was I
puts
bound
me in
again?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. If the information we pried from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
today. Out of ordinary.
We shall await you here, Master.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Such quietude is a blessing. One must take pride in it. All my peers seem so much more capable.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
Dull days for us are a sign.
Is it too early for a rest?
I cannot afford another night. It is quiet as a mirror.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
A little thinner each passing year.
Let the captain see my rings now.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Ah, we meet again. Is there aught I can assist you with? What would you have me say, showing me such a letter? Oh, I see. You know of Lord Phaesus, then. Very well. I shall share with you what little I know. Lord Phaesus is the director of the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. 'Tis true that I have had dealings with him in the past, but I was ne'er privy to more than that. Even in Batal, few people know of his existence. To a Vermundian such as myself, the man is an enigma. If you would know more, why not visit the lab yourself? Such an errand ought prove simple for the Arisen, no?
see this piece?
We must needs find a smith with the skill to restore this blade. To whom can we turn for aid in this matter?
What's the point? There's no way out of this.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? Oh, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well. I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. "'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phasus is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this Godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect.
What am I supposed to do?
Can't bring myself to do much.
Not my kind of place.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulder.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I will see to it that the law is upheld.
You'll not find a hardier ox than this.
Wearing armor all day.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Anyway, nearer than e'er they dared before.
All this hustle and bustle puts
Wearing
me
armor all
right
day
at home.
feels like a punishment.
I cannot help but be wary after all I've seen.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Lots to do. And precious little
I
time.
cannot help but be wary after all I've seen.
What to make of this? Off we trot. If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or ne'er.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
to work.
No hurry to leave.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
Some skills can only be honed on the
stiff after a day's patrol.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
It is hard to imagine a world
Surely it is a day off.
But not at the expense of being
recruits don't know pommel from point.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
Peril can result from a moment's incaution.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Lots to do. And precious little time. This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll not stand for this.
Right, out the car, all of you.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy. Now that is a surprise. Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall! Where be Arisen?
Grab hold and drag it to the ground.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
Portugal is
our ally.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
Harpies! Be on your guard! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Drink nothing of it. Well said. Your soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
Well done, Master.
Just hand over your coin, and I'll let you alone.
Have a look around. See what else I
Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Will take a better mind than mine.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority.
Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a ferry stone to return here in an instant.
What to do?
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late, targeting our ox carts and the cargo they carry. They call themselves the Coral Snakes, and they are no common thieves. They are organized and deadly efficient. And worse still, they are without scruples. They have been killing and stealing in equal measure. Devils, the lot of them. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
Anyone gives me...
I'm starving, I am. 'Have... Food? Have you any food? Many thanks. I'm still very hungry, so if you've any more food to spare, spare some charity for the poor. Ah!
You there! What do you think you're doing, huh? You keep your hands off him. Don't go thinking you can treat the poor however you like just because you're better off.
Calm down, Hugo. You've got it all wrong. This kind sir has been good enough to share some food with me. I've the both of you to thank for my good health and my full belly.
Is that right? Suppose I owe you an apology then, cuz. In my defence, one can't be too careful. There's a child-snatching scoundrel around nearly every corner in these parts. The name's Hugo, by the way. I'm a helper of sorts to the poor who live here. Ain't many folk willing to offer that sort of kindness. Even just one more's a glad sight, let me tell you. So pay me no mind. And I'm sorry for before. If you're here to help,
Many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me.
Pray, follow me.
There's been more trouble, as if we needed it. Happened right near here, too. I'd bet my left boot 'twas those coral snakes behind it. Nowhere's safe anymore. Seems they've slept past this checkpoint and gone right into Batal. Whether they put all that effort into honest work like the rest of us. If someone doesn't put a stop to them anon, we'll all be sorry. A city can't function without a steady supply of goods, and fewer carts are making the journey. They say you should be thankful for your life, but simply being alive isn't the same as living, eh? The trouble happened due south of here. 'Twill be those coral snakes again, I'm sure of it.
Have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's anything you're unsure of, I would fain be of aid.
My thanks, truly. I hope only to be of...
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmaster's burrow in Batal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that... There, Master! Knackers! That was a skillful bit of... You do your vocation well.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
This ox cart was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result. The work of doctrine, maybe. We ought to proceed with caution. During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
One can see well into the distance from here.
The scenery of Batal is wondrous to behold. Who know death cling to life.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapons sheathed.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
You have my protection.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? Yes, Master! I shall hasten to your aid!
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Would anyone care to push?
Saurians, Master!
service to the Arisen.
Well said.
And now! Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of...
'Tis a ballista arisen.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. I grant you roaring flame! Well done, Master!
I think not.
so soon. But at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our hearts. Common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. An attack from unexpected causes. Pray be careful, Arisen.
Master, are you unharmed?
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Of course.
I cannot fault your prowess.
Focus. The battle continues.
I cannot claim to be fond of spiders, but ones of this size aren't like to cause any harm.
They are best left undisturbed. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
An exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Leapworms! Vile creatures! Do not underestimate. I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well! We've scoured the place from top to bottom. I very much doubt there's aught left to find now.
Let us make for a safe location where we might regain our strength. That was a skillful thief. You do your vocation proud.
I believe your foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns lest we dominate them with it.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies...
Where are the skeletons?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be interesting. Shall I tell you more?
Round
this.
your arms.
And I take the rest.
Get up! You've nowhere to go!
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. Magic Superstone have faded.
I grabbed hold of our foe!
Might I lend a hand?
By all means. It's a foe worthy of caution. Lord save our best will do. At last.
It all becomes clear. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
That was well fought. There's no one standing. Who might say otherwise?
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
The undead have risen to face us!
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smacked beyond repair.
day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Grant you roaring plain. The Arisen has been drenched.
That is a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Let it end. I don't want to think anymore.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Battle is best avoided here.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Our enemy employs a mage. Best fell them first, lest their curative magics prolong our battle.
Careful now.
It is important we stock. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
What did you do to provoke it? It was most unwise.
You ought not to be so careless.
I dare say we can sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Pick up every little thing you find and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
I cannot fault your prowess. Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
As a matter of fact, oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
We must not let down our guard. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Out of the cave at last.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I quite agree.
Target when lying prone.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
I've got a firm grip on our foe. Fear not. I shall aid you directly.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise. "'Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation. A good sleep will ensure...
Come on, have a look.
Another dogged adventurer come to take my life. Many have tried, and as you can plainly see, all have failed. After all, that I set before you a simple... Should your answers please me, I will bestow... If so...
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and we're being treated as slaves. I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us, but I fear the villagers have already reached their limit. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. We've a mind to leave this village for good. The Dragon's Flame has devastated the land here. Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to restore it. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons, or find a means of procuring some anew, we could force our way out through strength of arms. Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught on our own. You are our only hope in this matter. Pray, lend us your aid.
Of you.
That's enough.
Hail! I've not forgotten what you did, helping me save my brother. Would that our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom, with those cowards stationed in and around it day and night.
Say, mayhap we could distract them. Then someone could slip in and...
Are you mad? We're simple villagers. No match for trained soldiers. But I suppose someone's got to act. All right, how's this? We'll draw the guards' attention, giving you a chance to sneak in and get our weapons back. You'll do it then? Right! You wait here. We'll have him away from his post in a trice. Just you watch.
What do you think you're doing here? Halt!
Tear inside my rock. Why, that hurts!
beg of you. That's enough. Nowhere to go.
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with their weapons of choice. My thanks. I'd wager we...
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
This cannot be.
Retreat! We must withdraw and regroup.
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforcements arrive. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open arms. Till then, farewell.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Fear not the plunge into the unknown. Fear only the cost of your hesitation. If so, take your place and we shall begin. Your resolve is commendable. The fool beholds a sage in the mirror. The sage a fool. Which is it you see, I wonder? Our eyes are our allies, yet oft do they betray, for eyes tell lies. So I advise, and thence do lead astray. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door and retrieve that which is of greatest value.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Come to test your wits. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door and retrieve that which is of greatest value. So, this is your choice? The greatest worth your eyes descried? Indeed, this is what I sought. Your eyes see true. No greater worth can there be than that found in simplicity. As promised, I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from yon chest and take this file too. Its purpose I shan't divulge. How you use it is up to you.
Outstanding!
Come to test your wits. Is ever the first we keep fond in our breast, and ever the first that eclipses the rest? You know of the Seeker's tokens, I trust. Those keepsakes of a fondly remembered journey. Yet where was it that you found your first? 7 days, shall we say, ere you return?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Come to test your wits. Seeker's tokens are treasures indeed, keepsakes of a fondly remembered journey. Yet where was it that you found your first? Retrace. Ah, I see I needn't have worried. Well sought and well found. I trust it was a pleasant jaunt. As promised, you shall have your prize. Look for it in yon chest.
A result to be proud of.
Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. They are bound fast as night is today. So bring forth your most beloved to me, that I might gauge the depth of your insanity. Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. They are bound fast as night is today. So bring forth your most beloved to me, that I might gauge the depth of your insanity. Is this your most beloved you bring before me? Well, well. Very good. Not half bad. Yet more than one you bring. What a glutton you are. Though better a glutton than a prude, for mortal life without greed is hollow indeed. A promise made, a promise kept. And so I shall open for you a chest.
Truly?
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave.
Tis a pity we must part after sharing.
I hope I can count on you in a script.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is...
Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child, yet the reverse is far from true. The child knows not the parent. Such is the parent's due. I am a lost child, for kinship do I yearn. So bring to me my parent, that I might better learn. Come to test your wits. The parent knows I am a lost child, so bring to me my parent. And you claim this to be the parent I seek. Indeed, you are correct. All is in the name. You have proven your wits, and so I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from yon chest at your leisure.
A resounding success!
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever.
I'm proud to have served, Arisen.
I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again.
That's acting up today.
She's busy out today.
It's so dull when it's not.
Life can be tiring even if you've no trouble.
Fancy a look at my wares? Let's take it easy today.
Well then, son, how might I be of service? Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Tell is, Vermund was once a Beastron king.
Come to test your wits. Life is an enigma, a lender of mortal debt. Yet lighter pack makes fleeter foot, and challenge nimbly met. So grant to me what you most prize, and thence elude your ponderous demise. So, this is your prized possession? A most revealing choice. Do you consent to give it to me, knowing that it may never be returned? Well, well. Very good. That's the spirit. Such generosity deserves a reward, methinks. Why don't you take... 5 riddles have I posed. Perhaps you expected more. Though constant this world may seem, in truth, all is in flux. And so, the time has come for me to fly. If you want, for now, I bid you farewell,
That was certainly worthwhile.
Not half bad. Well, so dearly did you love our game that you have sought me out again. Let us resume at once.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality.
Arisen, I should have expected you may yet linger here. I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
How easily the mind unravels. Some say it's pain that does it best, others darkness. But I say neither. Rather, I say a mind cannot be more soundly broken than when it beholds its earnest efforts laid low in a single stroke. Could you survive such despair? We shall see. Here, I have an amphora destined for Sir Moritz in Batal. Deliver it to him, but beware, it's rather fragile. I do hope your struggle will amuse.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Not good, what kind of this?
You there. You seem like a learned individual. Surely you have an interest in the mighty Sphinx depicted on yonder wall? 'Tis a beast of fearsome intellect, whose riddles have confounded some of the greatest sages in history. Indeed, 'tis said that answering its questions is but a portion of the puzzle. Should the day come that you seek to challenge the Sphinx yourself, you would do well to look to this mural for wisdom. What in the world were you thinking, bringing me to such a place? Hold a moment. That vase. It cannot be. For generations now, my family has been charged with a duty to seek out this amphora. To think that it was hidden here, of all places. Is that why you brought me here? So that I might claim it? Oh, joyous day! At long last our vigil is at an end.
Well, well. Very good. Well, well. The amphora has been delivered intact. I'd not thought you had it in you. Though I'd hoped to savor your dismay, you shall have your prize all the same.
Outstanding!
So vast is this world, and full of life. You are but one of many. Indeed, in the grand scheme, we are as distinct from one another as pebbles on a beach. Yet we do so love to extol our differences. But are these differences so great? If you believe so, this next task should prove exceedingly simple. I seek this man. If men are so distinct, I'm sure you'll find him in a trice.
Suppose I could enjoy. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Just about anywhere.
It's been a hard day.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
At least here I can let down my hair.
Need anything? Might as well take a look. What? While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
We'll see.
Living's hard, but times are hard.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
You're not getting in here on my watch.
So vast is this world, and full of life. You are but one of many. Indeed, in the grand scheme, we are as distinct from one another as pebbles on a beach. Yet we do so love to extol our differences. But are these differences so great? If you believe so, this next task should prove exceedingly simple. Is this the man I sought? Truly? You are satisfied with your answer? Then I shall weigh its merit. To pluck a human from the faceless swarm is no less a challenge than to seek a single grain of sand on the Alta Batal coast. Yet pluck you have, and for that I congratulate you. Another prize.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Now, questions beget questions, and I have one for you. My memory fails me, you see. Remind me, and make it plain. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one here before me. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one here before me. This is your answer? Are you sure of your count? My, that's quite a number. And the correct one, no less. I see you're keeping track. Of course, your erudition shan't go unrewarded. Though ours is a battle of wits, tests of metal are more to your strength. Is that not so? Come, try your arm, though he shall be your opponent, not I. However, I am not one to be amused by a simple duel. Bear this ring into battle, that I might gauge your true strength. Let's show. It seems your mind is as strong as your arm. You have more than earned your reward. Another chest is yours to claim. And with that, our game comes to an end. As amusing as it has been. I shall now take my leave of you to await the next...
I admire your dedication, Master. It's no small feat to hone one skill so fine.
That will do. Most impressive, I must say. I almost hope that you and I shall meet again. It has been long indeed since I was last so entertained.
Outstanding!
We have done what we set out to do, and that is well enough.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
I can scarcely see a thing in this murk.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
We seem to have arrived without issue.